Hello everyone, this is the part 3 video of ecosystem chapter. We have already discussed about the introduction of ecosystem and the productivity of an ecosystem. So here we are starting the topic decomposition. As we have learned in previous part 1 and 2, there is interaction between the biotic and abiotic components of an ecosystem. And when the food is taken up by producer, that is transferred to the carnivores, which are primary carnivores, secondary carnivores and tertiary carnivores. Now the dead remains of the carnivores is degraded by the decomposers, and that process is known as the decomposition, and it is very important for the cycling of the nutrients or the release of the organic matter, which is a constituent of the plant and animals, to release back again into the ecosystem. So there is never piling up of the waste material which is produced by the living organisms. This is because there is the present of this decomposition process in an ecosystem. So this is because the organisms that are decomposers, they break down the waste material and dead organism of an ecosystem, which is collectively called detritus. So this dead part or the dead remain or the waste material of an ecosystem is collectively known as the detritus. It is constituted by dead plant remains such as leaves, bark, flowers, and the remains of dead animals and their fecal matter. And the organisms which act on this detritus, these are known as detrivores, which includes like earthworm. Now here again, this is the organization of an ecosystem. These are the biotic components of ecosystem, and this is representing the abiotic components or the organic or inorganic matter present in abiotic components. So you can see here, these are the producer which are making their food in the presence of sunlight. Here is the cycling of this food or the transfer of food at different trophic levels, and these are the decomposers which break down the dead matter. And then there is the release of the nutrients again into the soil, which is further absorbed by the producers. So decomposers are playing a very important role in recycling of the nutrients in an ecosystem. So what exactly is decomposition? The definition of decomposition: it is the breakdown of complex organic compounds of dead bodies of plant and animals into the simpler compounds like CO2, water and various nutrients. So the breaking down of complex organic compound into the simpler compounds is known as decomposition, and this decomposition is carried out by some organisms which are known as decomposers. So important to know what are decomposers. These are bacteria and fungi. You may find a direct question in examination. These are detrivores which directly attack on detritus. These are earthworm, and there are some parasite also which act as the decomposers. So why the decomposers are important? Decomposers are important because they are playing a vital role in every ecosystem, either a terrestrial ecosystem, either a aquatic ecosystem, as it is involved in the release of nutrients. It decomposes the dead remains of the plant and animals, so there is the release of nutrients that are locked in the dead remains of the plant and animals, and those nutrients are going back to the ecosystem for further use by the next generation. These nutrients become available for the growth of young plant and animals. This limits the competition for resources, as there is recycling of nutrients back into the ecosystem, so it limits the competition among the members of the ecosystem for resources, and it provides a fresh source of essential nutrients for new generation of life. So here by this diagram we can easily understand the process of decomposition. These are the growing plants or the growing trees you can see here, and by the time the leaves or the parts of the plant they fall on the ground, they are fragmented. So in decomposition, the main step in a decomposition cycle, as the decomposition, it is a complex enzymatic process and it involves the stepwise degradation of detritus. So if we consider detritus is like this, then the changing of the detritus into the simpler compounds is decomposition, and it is done by means of some stepwise processes. What are these? These process includes fragmentation, number 1, number 2, there is leaching, number 3, there is catabolism, number 4, there is humidification, and the last and the fifth process of decomposition is mineralization. So here you can see, like if a leaf is falling on the ground, yes, you can see here, it is broken down into the smaller pieces by means of a process which is known as the fragmentation, to change into a smaller fragment. So detrivores, they, like the earthworm, termites, ant and snail, they carry out the process of fragmentation. Now after the process of fragmentation, there is the process which is known as leaching, and in this process of leaching, the leaching is done when the inorganic salts, they reach to the lower ground level, then this process is known as the leaching. So humus formation or the humidification, it is a process actually by which the simplified detritus gets converted into a dark color substance which is called humus, and humus is present in the soil. Now this humus, it is a reservoir of nutrients, because the nutrients which are present in the dead remains of plant and animals, now that those nutrients are released into the soil by means of following processes. Last process in decomposition is mineralization, and mineralization is the process which result in the release of inorganic substances. And what are these inorganic substances? These substances are like carbon dioxide, water and nutrients, and these nutrients, these include potassium ion, magnesium ion, calcium ion, etc. into the soil. And after the mineralization process, the growing plant is able to absorb mineral from the soil. So the nutrients are again back to the ecosystem. So decomposition is a complex process that involves the following processes. Number 1, we have already discussed this process in the previous slide. Number 1 is the fragmentation, where a detritus is broken down into the smaller fragments. Then the leaching out means the availability of those salts or the fragments to the lower ground level. Then the catabolism of the complex substances into the simpler form by means of some enzymes. Then the humidification, the formation of the humus. Then there is release of nutrients. So fragmentation is the process by which detritus is broken down into the smaller particles. The name itself explains this process. It is carried out by termites, carrion beetles and earthworm. Detritus passes from the digestive tract of animal. If get pulverized, this process increases the surface area of detritus particles for decomposition. Now the second process in decomposition is leaching. What is leaching? It is the process by which some of the water soluble inorganic nutrients from the fragmented detritus seep into the deeper layer of soil. So going off these water soluble inorganic nutrients to the lower level of the ground after the process of fragmentation is leaching. Then the third process in decomposition is catabolism, and catabolism is a enzymatic process by which degraded detritus is converted from complex organic compound into simpler inorganic substances by decomposers such as bacteria and fungi. The catabolic breakdown of substances produces two substances, humus and inorganic nutrients, in the following way. So the next process in decomposition is humification, which is followed by mineralization. Humification is the formation of humus, which is a dark color amorphous substance or present in the soil, and partially decomposed black color organic matter. It is a reservoir of nutrients which is rich in lignin and cellulose and quite resistant to microbial action. Then the last process in case of decomposition is mineralization. It is the process by which humus is further decomposed by microorganisms to release inorganic nutrients back into the soil, and these nutrients include non-mineral and mineral forms, both carbon dioxide and water. These are the non-mineral forms, while the mineral form calcium, magnesium, ammonium, potassium, etc. So what is the significance of decomposition? The process of decomposition is vital in any ecosystem. Why? Because it involves release of many kind of nutrients from where? From the dead remains of organic matter, and without this process all the nutrients would remain locked in the dead remains of the plant and animal, and it will not be available for recreation of living matter. So decomposition or the decomposers are playing a significant role in recycling of the nutrients in an ecosystem. Again, detritus, environmental condition, fragmentation, then leaching, then catabolism, then there is humification, then mineralization, and humification, again the release of nutrients back into the soil. So you should remember these words, and this is F, L, C, H, M. So you can learn by these. This can be phlegm, this can be car, humus. So F fragmentation, L leaching, C for catabolism, H for humus, and M for humus, and M for mineralization. So in this way you can remember this: phlegm, car, humus. So difference between the detrivores and decomposers. Detrivores which directly feed on detritus. Detrivores ingest the organic matter. Ecologically they causes the fragmentation of detritus. Examples of detritus very important to know: earthworm and carrion beetle. Decomposers, these are the microorganisms. And what are these? These are pseudomonas and slime molds. They obtain nourishment from organic remains, decompose the organic matter by secreting digestive hydrolyzing enzymes over it. Ecologically, they cause humification and mineralization of organic matter. So the detritus, they first treat the detrivores, first feed on detritus, then there is the role of the decomposers. Factors affecting rate of decomposition. Decomposition is largely an oxygen requiring process. It is an aerobic process. Important. The rate of decomposition is controlled by chemical composition of detritus and climatic factor. The rate is slower if the detritus is rich in lignin and chitin. Higher if nitrogen and water soluble substances like sugar. Temperature and soil moisture are the most important climatic factors. Temperature and soil, the moisture of soil, these are playing important role that regulate the decomposition through their effects on the activities of the soil microorganism. Warm and moist environment, it favors decomposition, while the low temperature and unavailability of oxygen, this inhibit the process of decomposition. So I hope this process of decomposition is clear with you guys. Thank you so much.